Today marks 1200, fourth day sharing the lessons I learned and continue to learn with all of you. I hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and will empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about foundational things. I think that we always want to educate, improve ourselves, grow ourselves, and we want to add and add and add. And I think sometimes we need to just go back and say, like, what are the foundation? What are the foundation that we build all that knowledge, all that wisdom? Today we'll share 10 biblical verses that I think is very, very essential because for me, foundation is faith. And when you have that faith, when you have that understanding, at that moment you're able to build so many great things on top of it. You're able to build a higher rise of wisdom, a higher rise of knowledge, a higher rise of understanding. Because if you do not have solid, strong foundation, it's very, very hard to have the clarity and vision for your life. So today we'll share 10 verses about financial abundance, about wealth, about wisdom, just to make sure that we're able to really say, okay, those are the probably one of the most essential things and Bible verses that really helps us to really think about how to build wealth in my life, financial abundance. So number one is Matthew 6:33. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. That means that when we seek the righteousness of God, the kingdom of God, we're able to really receive everything what we need. Because when you seek the kingdom of God, who you become. The most important part when you seek the kingdom of God is the identity that you're receiving. You're becoming the person who is follower, because you're not able to be the best leader without being the best follower. So now you are surrendering. You have a massive belief. You have that faith, that unwavering faith in the future. So that means you're taking more action because you have more courage, more confidence, because you know that there's someone is helping you to support your dreams. You're becoming so much more powerful. And because of that, because you're becoming that person, because of that reason, you're becoming that person who attracts all the success. I truly believe that. That's why it's like but you need to first focus on kingdom of God, and you will become the person who attracts success, financial abundance. Number two is Luke 16:10. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. I think that's very powerful. I truly believe that. That's so powerful. So it means if you appreciate the little that you have, you will be given more. Because that's such a powerful thing. Because if you hate the little that you have, you will not be given. And that's why so many people are stuck in one amount of money because they don't appreciate the place that they're in. Because if you hate the place that you're in, you don't nurture that place. And how you want to get from one place to another is to nurture, through. So that means if you have a little money, that means that you appreciate what you have and you are diligent with your money. Because if you're diligent with your money, you're able to have more. Because we have a false belief a lot of times that when we have more, we'll be more diligent. But that's not how it is. When we are diligent with what we have, we will be receiving more. And the first step to get more of what you want is be diligent with what you have and but be appreciative of what you have. And this is very, very powerful knowledge in everything what you have, not just money, in health, in relationships. You need to really be grateful what you have, and if you're not grateful, that's potentially will be taken away. Proverbs 10:4. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. What it says that laziness leads to poverty, and work and hard work, diligent hands lead to wealth. So how much effort do you actually put into making this thing happen? I think sometimes we are lazy once in a while, or we work hard once in a while, but we're supposed to have diligent hands all the time, because people have diligent all the time, and I think not all the time. Like I think that some when we call lazy, of course, it's from 1 to 10. Some people are lazy once like one time from 10 days. And some people are one day very, very hard working and then 9 days lazy. So I think that we need to find a balance where we can actually show that we have those solution has, we're able to work hard, we're able to work smart, because we need to find a way how to not be lazy. Because I think that when you actually are lazy enough at some point, you're able to work very hard that you don't need to work that hard in the future again. Because I like what even Andrew Tate said. He said that the biggest lazy people are people who actually keep doing the same thing over and over again. Because sometimes lazy thing is not just working hard, but lazy is not being able to really grow through the things that you need to grow through to become the person you need to become so you can really make more money and have that freedom for yourself and for your family as well. Number four is Proverbs 24, 3 and 4. By wisdom, a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge, it is rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. It is a very powerful verse again, because it shows that we need to gather wisdom, we need to gather understanding, we need to gather knowledge, and that will lead to treasures, will lead to material things. But at the same time, those material things will be for a reason, because of wisdom. Knowledge a lot of times leads to material things. Wisdom leads to relationships. And that's why we need to have wisdom, understanding, and knowledge that we could really have all the necessary material things to really build experiences with the most important people. I think that wisdom is for relationships, understanding is for experience, and knowledge is to the formula to get those material things. It's not knowledge alone, understanding alone, or wisdom alone will not work. We need to have all those three things together to really get the things that you want in life. Number five is Luke 6:38. Give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. What is that? I think that is very powerful. Always when you give without expecting anything in return, that's the key. Because if you give and expect anything in return, it will not be given. Maybe be given, but you'll not get 10 times. So I think that every single time when I gave my energy, when I gave my time, when I gave the things that I had, just by giving, I always receive so much more, 10x. I sometimes I used to feel that I don't deserve the receiving that the things that I receive. And that's the same, that's my thing. But again, I think that it's a beautiful thing when you're able to give and give and give and really work very hard. Because I think that the key part is that being able to work very hard to develop so that you can give. This is a beautiful part. When you're working hard, not just for yourself, but that you have the ability to give. And I think that's why when you're actually giving in generosity allows you to receive even more. But of course, we always need to really give and receive, give and receive. That's why I love the example is that it's like breathing. You breathe in and breathe out. So if you actually want to live a beautiful life in the finances and everything, you need to be able to do both, give and receive. Number six, Mark 11:24. Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. So it means believe that God is able to deliver. Believe that He is able to deliver the things that you want. So it means that it's again, this is the person you become when you seek faith, when you seek God. Because you become so much more confident that everything is possible. Everything is there is a possibility. And now you see that okay, this has already happened in my mind. This has already happened in my visualization. Because what we're able to visualize, that's what we're able to achieve. And sometimes the God have brought us that vision, that idea in our minds. He didn't brought the way how He will deliver that. We don't know the path yet. But it's great to really understand that this is what I'm capable of achieving. Maybe I don't know yet. Maybe I'm one too small of a number to achieve it. Maybe we'll need to find the resources and people around me that will allow me to get there. But it's still possible to achieve it. Number seven is Proverbs 22:7. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to a lender. That means that we need to be very careful to take loans for bad reasons, because you know that there's a bad loan, there's a good loan. Good loan is when you take money to make money. So of course, real estate is all about borrowing money, is investing sometimes in yourself, that because you increase in the value and able to make so much more money. But when we take loans for the things that is depreciating, like cars, maybe a house that you are living by yourself, not for growth of the money, like for the TVs, like other things that actually doesn't help you to develop your life, that means that you're becoming a slave. You become a slave because now you need to work on potentially even a job that you hate to pay for that car, for that TV. That's just ridiculous because you're becoming a slave. But when you actually work and develop the skill set and invest in the things that generate money, now you potentially even to lend to other people, and other people become theoretically slaves to you because they need to pay for it. Number 8 is speak and think prosperly. So what is that? Proverbs 18:21. The tongue has the power of all of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. And this is again, so much power is in being able to communicate. Communicate. I was speaking to so many different people who actually pursue their career. It doesn't matter what kind of career. When they start implementing public speaking in their career, they get 10x, 100x their income. So that means we need to be able to communicate what we know. And that's why that's how the tongue has the power of life and death. Because the tongue could lead to a life of significance, a life of prosperity, or potentially could lead to life of death and ignorance. So tongue is something that we need to learn how to control, how to develop, and that's why every single day I show up to share my lesson, that I could learn how to use my mind and tongue to really use my tongue digitally, that I could express myself in the best possible way. And I think that every single person is supposed to do that. Number 9 is walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Again, this is a very well-known rule, and this is a biblical rule, that you need to walk with wise people if you want to become wise. Because in 5 years, you'll become the average of 5 people that you surround yourself. We can include even books. If you don't have 5 people, that means include books, because you able to understand how wise people think. And that's what sometimes when you want to change your station, the first thing you can do when you don't have the station yet, change your station in the books that you read. And when you read the books, you change the way how you speak, how you think, and that will attract the people that you want in your life. Don't say that I'm not able to find people. Maybe you're not able to find people because you didn't become that person yet to transition from that limbo where you used to be with one side, one kind of people. Now you are in the limbo, and you're not attracted to people from others. So that means being able to redevelop will lead to that wise people that you want to surround yourself. And again, a lot of times it's not the wise people. It's not the difference between that those are deep people are dumb and those are smart and wise. Sometimes it's just the vision that those people don't have your vision and those people have, and being able to transition from one direction to other direction is very, very important as well. And last one, number 10, let us grow, let us not grow weary in doing good. For a proper time we will reap the harvest if we do not give up. And this is the most important part, that if we do not give up, we will reap the harvest. I think there's so many times we give up. We give up not just in the vision, but sometimes we give up for a short period of time, for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months. And that's just almost giving up as well, because what it does, it's we build momentum and lose momentum. We build momentum and lose momentum. And it's very hard to harvest if we actually give up. Imagine planting the seed in the spring and then giving up, and after harvest finished, like after summer, now you're not able to come back and say like, oh, where's my harvest? Now you need to wait again the season until the autumn goes by, the winter goes by. Now the spring comes, and now again you're able to plant it, and then you work the plant, the seed, and then of course you have the ability to harvest. But if you give up again during the summer and you're not working to really take care of that seed, and again, you don't have anything to harvest during summer, and again, you wait again, and that's every single year. So giving up for a short period of time is sometimes the killing you. And that's why you don't have any harvest because you're giving up before the harvest kicks in. So we need to understand that giving up is not just giving up for the vision, but not giving up for the short period of time as well. And that's where not grow weary in doing good. Doing good is working towards making things happen for other people, for yourself. Because that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I hope that those 10 verses is helpful for you as well. And if you have any verses that you feel is very, very good and is really helpful regarding the financial stability, just put it down in the comments. I would love to read your ideas as well. So I hope you choose it and see you tomorrow.